Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Cliff Alert. Today we're going to be talking about O Network's reality-based TV series, Put a Ring on It, Season 3, Episode 10.
Thank God.
Yeah, for
Today
sure.
we're going to be dealing with Otis and Sharlana. But before we get into that, please like, share, subscribe, send us your comments, your 2 cents added with ours means a whole lot.
Who you telling? Who you telling?
And press that notification button so you can get our videos when we upload them.
Yeah. Otis goes on a repeat date with Cherie, and Charlie goes on a repeat date with, go ahead, you tell him, your boy.
Chris.
Right.
So we see Otis meeting Cherie. Mm-hmm. She's dressed nicely, blue jumpsuit. She's looking good, and they meet at a wine bar. She's happy that it's at a wine bar because she could loosen Otis up a little bit, and perhaps he start talking. Because when I imagine when they had their first date, big decorating date they had, Otis was caught up in an argument he had with Sharlana and was sort of like
not really all the way there. Yeah.
Right.
Well, you
she
know
asked a lot of questions,
yeah.
and you could really tell he was distant during the date.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, from my perspective regarding his demeanor this time, this go around with Cherie, it wasn't that much different than it was the previous occasion. So I don't know if he had another disagreement and or argument with Charlie, because he seemed disconnected.
I mean, did he even look at her at this point? I mean, the woman was
did,
looking good. She looked like she took a shower or something like that.
Right.
But he had zero interest in Cherie.
Yeah, and she, you could tell she liked him. You could tell she was
smiling and trying to be engaging, but all that fell on deaf ears.
There was an arm's distance.
He wasn't feeling her at all.
Yeah.
It was zero effort. It was a non-starter. Then we go to Charlie, and she's meeting Chris, and that his ex-girlfriend was a sex addict, but I think he may be the sex addict because again he brought this stuff on the first date.
Right.
And
that was way TMI.
Then he said that he typically dates women who have boyfriends. Again, he brought this up on the first date, but yet Sharlana thought that this dude was the one she wanted for her second date because she wanted to find out whether he thought she was a weak woman, to contradict what Otis told her
in the group
setting
in Dr. Nicole's office.
Thought that he may think that she was a weak woman.
Right, he was projecting. He was projecting on to Chris this whole notion about her getting her giving off weak vibes to somebody like him.
Right,
a cat that he doesn't even know.
He doesn't not even know. But Sharlana,
right,
who must know that she's not a weak woman, needs a stranger basically to tell her that no, she's not weak. So Chris went ahead and said, I didn't think you're weak.
Stepped in that gap, didn't he?
Yeah, I didn't think you're weak. Perhaps he said that so you can feel that way, but I don't feel that you're weak.
Yeah.
She's been with Otis for a while, and she must be accustomed to the ish that Otis does when he's trying to get her to do something she doesn't want to do.
Right.
And they play games with each other, back and forth and back and up and down.
Right.
And they play games.
This way and that way.
It's exhausting to watch these people at it. And she's smiling, she's giggling, she's flirting with him a little bit.
And in her confessional, she's admitting, I trust this guy. Even though he's a bad boy, I think he's a bad boy, and I got to have my guard up and I got to keep my eye on him. I trust him.
But listen to the words that's coming out of her mouth.
Right.
I trust this guy,
right,
even though I think he may be a bad boy,
right?
But he is trustworthy. People get your trust so easily.
Right.
The dude told her that he likes women who have boyfriends.
Right.
He's telling her that he is not available. That's what he's saying to her.
Yeah.
But yet she finds him trustworthy, and she finds him like she gotta have a closure date with this dude. Something that you're closing off means that something was
there to begin with.
To you, it was there to begin with. So you want to wrap stuff up.
Right.
Did we see any of that take place?
I don't know if they did. I don't know if we did. I damn sure didn't.
Where did I want to have a closure meeting with Chris come up? It was only said to piss Otis off.
Right, and
that was the only reason why.
And Otis took the bait, didn't he? He took the
Yeah,
bait.
he did. He said, I want to go out with Cherie
again, right?
Who he had zero interest in.
Right. But as you said, I think off camera, you said it would have been all kinds of hell breaking loose if it had been
Milan. If Milan's name had come out of his mouth when Dr. Nicole asked him if he wanted to go out on a date with someone he has gone on a date before, there would have been World War III, 4, 5, and 6.
She would have turned into a Tasmanian she-devil on that one.
Oh my goodness. Man. So again, you see how they play games, mind games with each other.
Yeah, it's the tit for tat scenario once again. Just to kind of one up the next one, because neither one of them are really being responsible enough to say, "Hey, look, we need to stop this merry-go-round that we're on and get off of it and decide what it is we're gonna do." Right.
I never could understand why women want a bad boy. Do they know that the good guys have that what that can keep them happy too?
I think and I could be wrong about this, but I think it has to do with what they've been accustomed to dealing with prior to.
You know what it means? I like drama.
That's part of it.
That's basically what it means.
Right.
I love me some drama.
What's to be considered, especially when a guy's telling you what he's told her.
Right.
Especially after the first meeting.
This is a perfect example how women get into that trap. The man is telling you who he is and what he's about and what he likes.
Right.
So more than likely he's gonna try to pull you into that lifestyle. Right. And then you fool yourself by saying he is trustworthy. Right. When he hasn't proven himself.
That's out of one side of her mouth. The other side of her mouth says he's a bad boy, and I got to keep my eye on him. Right, and my guard is up. Right.
And your guard is up.
And her guard went up like right here. Her guard was up way up here.
Simply, is this how you want to live your life with
a
potential relationship? So we're back at Dr. Nicole's office, and she's asking them how the date was. Otis said his date went well. He enjoyed himself. We saw none of that. The brother was as cold as ice. And then they asked Sharlana, and of course she said her date was good. The guy told her she was not weak. That tit for tat, it never goes away. It's always running and free flowing.
Right. It just doesn't seem like
it's exhausting.
They want to get off the merry-go-round. No.
So Dr. Nicole says they either concentrate on their partner or they go out on a date with someone they've gone on a date before.
And what did Charlie do?
Chris, I want to go out with Chris for a closure date. Woo!
WTF, okay?
You can't make this up. And of course,
closure implies that there was something there to begin with that needed to be tied up and wrapped up and ended, doesn't it?
And Otis, because he didn't want to blow the show up because he still need that check, he said, he didn't say Milan. At least we know he has a boundary.
Right.
He said Cherie.
Yeah, but didn't Otis in his confessional say, why the hell is she doing this? He knew why she did what she did.
She wanted to keep him on his toes.
Right.
They both have some growing up to do.
No question.
They are stuck on stupid. And it's up to them to figure out how long they're just going to go round and round and round we go. gift. We thank you and we appreciate you. It's a beautiful day. I hope you have a lovely, wonderful, joyous, free flowing, good wine day. Have a good one.
You look like you want to have a sip now.
Have a good one. We'll see you guys soon.
See y'all.